my job is really, there's two things that I need to do right now. One is to really recognize the students, and I think we've just heard a couple of great talks, and students have done all the work, and we really need to recognize them. And so I will give out some awards for the posters that were given yesterday. And the last thing I need to do is to just thank some people who, without their participation and help, we would never have had this meeting. So, let's see if I can do this. Okay, so first let's talk about the student poster competition. So yesterday there were around 40 posters, actually I think 38 posters that were given by the students, and we really had a very wonderful set of posters, very informative, very well presented. And then we had a competition, and there was a judging panel. There were about 8 or 9 of us who went round and saw all the posters, and then we got together in the evening and we really had a really vigorous discussion about which ones we really thought were good. And many of them were really very good, and it's a difficult decision to pick out the top ones. But there were 2 that we really felt we should really give an honorable mention to. And the first one is operando imaging of self-healing silicon-based anodes in lithium-ion batteries. The lead presenter on this was Sean Andrews, and this came out of the Bow group. And the second one is electrosynthesis of hydrogen peroxide from oxygen reduction with nitrogen-doped carbon, and the lead presenter here was Shusheng Chen. So I think Shusheng is here, so I'd like to ask him to come up and we'll make an award to him. Please join me in congratulating him. One more picture. Let's step over here. Thank you. Okay, and of course there has to be a winner, and the winner was the poster that was entitled Epitaxial Growth of Copper Thin Films for Electrochemical CO2 Reduction. And this came out of the Miller group, and the lead presenter was Christopher Hahn. And I believe he's here, and I'd like to congratulate him and give him the award. Congratulations. And let's go over here and we'll just take a quick picture. Congratulations. Okay, so really I have to thank so many people for this meeting. It's been an intense 2-day meeting. And there's really been, we've had a wonderful set of presentations, of tutorials, of posters, of discussions. And so really, the keynote speakers, the panel members, and the tutorial lectures, they've really provided us with a huge amount of food for thought, and they've really informed us well. So I'd really like to thank them. I'd like to thank the GCEP principal investigators and the graduate students and postdocs who've done all the work, and also my fellow poster judges. Thank you to them too. So let's give them a round of applause too. I think most of you will agree that the past 2 days have been very busy, but it's really gone pretty flawlessly, and we couldn't have done that without the help of a huge number of staff who have worked really, really hard over the past few months. And there's a whole group of GCEP and Pre-Court Institute staff, and I see a lot of them sitting around the back of this room. And I see, but there's one person I would like to highlight, really, and that's Maxine Lim. And she has really led the group, and she's really worked tirelessly over the last few months to make this conference so successful. So, Maxine, please could you stand up? And I'd like to recognize Maxine. Okay, so finally, we couldn't have done this without the support of our GCEP sponsors. And we have 5 GCEP sponsors right now, ExxonMobil, GE, DuPont, Schlumberger, and Bank of America. And they've been sponsors, in the case of 3 of them, they've been sponsors for 12 or 13 years now. And, you know, they do more than just pay for this, but they also are partners. They provide their perspective to a lot of the research that you've heard over the last couple of days. So I'd really like to thank them for all the support they've given over the last few years, and especially for this conference. So thank you to all of you. So finally, I'd like to thank all of you who've come and been here for the last 2 days. I hope you've had a good meeting. You've been informed. You can go home and be energized. You've learned about the research we're doing. And we look forward to seeing you next year when we'll continue with this meeting series. So thank you very much, and all the best.